Yo, this is Changief, and welcome to Psyduck's Inner Thoughts, Episode 5. Who buys this stuff? What's up, guys? If you've been here before, I love you. If you haven't, this is where I draw and also talk to myself, ramble in my head to just figure out and learn more about this Pokemon hobby and just, get a grasp around it, speak my thoughts. Now, I've been following, like, the Pokemon cardboard YouTube space for about a few months now, and at first it was a lot of like, wow, I'm gaining so much information, but now I'm starting to see like a lot of repeats, and that just might be because like I've seen a lot of like what's to be told about it. Like right now I think everyone's talking about MJ Holdings and their distribution or their own store. And they're also everyone's talking about, oh, you can't get this, good luck getting Destined Rivals, oh, you can't get anything. So if you want to watch that stuff, there's tons of YouTube doing that stuff. Today I just wanted to ramble about who buys what at what price point, and like what items what items might be, might sell better, or what kind of person would buy specific items in the future. Because like I don't only collect, I don't only buy booster boxes for investing. I buy like some of the small items, like a small sealed illustration box or like a booster bundle. Some people have like loose booster packs, and I know a lot of people have always been like booster box is king or ETBs are the way to go, which is true. But as someone with less money to put into it and just has like small things, and it's just something interesting to think about, right? So let's just say we bought, just for the sake of it, we bought Stellar Crown, and I bought like all the items with it. I bought the booster box, a case of booster box, I bought like a bunch of booster bundles, some sleeve boosters, loose packs, stuff like that. Let's say it's 5 years, 10 years in the future. The price has increased to like, I don't know, $500 a box. Who's buying that stuff, right? Now, when you go to a show, you probably have, or people online, there's people who I like to call like the guppies or like the fishes of the group. I'm gonna using gacha game terms, which I think Pokemon started, or a lot of people started picking it up, but I know them from gacha games. We have the guppies and the fish, or like the goldfish, as some of us call it. They're like the low spenders or close to like free to play people, and let's just assume they want this high rarity stuff, right? They want Stellar Crown in the future. I need it, right? They're probably not going to be spending on a full booster box, or not often. They're most likely going to be buying, in my opinion, and I'm putting myself in a lot of shoes, like if I see myself buying these in the future, I would probably buy like sleeved boosters, loose packs, like to get a chance at opening something. Maybe a booster bundle which just has like a smaller piece of the pie. Maybe like I would buy like an illustration box that has those packs. But for illustration boxes, honestly, I would more likely buy if I saw the promo was good. But that's me. Like for example, a few months ago when I first came in, I didn't want to drop that much amount of money on Evolving Skies, even though I should have, because when I got in, it was still like $600, and now it's like crazy. But I did buy like 2 sleeve booster art sets, because I was like, well, this is me getting like a tiny piece of the pie, and I could keep a set for myself, and then like another set is to sell in the future if Evolving Skies becomes like the craziest set in the future, right? Like one of the most memorable, which it looks like it is. So that's where I think like most of those people will be at. And then we move on to what I call like the dolphins, and I call them like the dolphins. We call them dolphins, right? They're like people who they spend a little bit, but they won't go crazy, right? They're the people who probably buy like, I'll pick up a booster box here, I'll pick up a few of the higher quality like ETBs here and there. They're more likely to like shill out a bit more money, and a lot of these start to become like the people from the guppy and fish. I think they're more of like, they like to collect the cards, they want to try to get the cards, whereas the people in the dolphin tier, I think those start to slowly become less of like rippers, but they start to go more towards, I collect the sealed product, or I'm investing and I want the sealed product to invest in the future. And then from a tier higher up from there is of course the whales. The whales in gacha games are the ones that are like, there's this card there's a character I want. Let's go. We're gonna hit pity. We're gonna get it all. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Those are people who, you know, I want 5-star of this character. I have to get 5 copies. I need to get the best weapon. Just rolling. Ching, 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 right? They're the ones that like are throwing the money at the computer screen when a new trailer is released. They're probably the ones that are like the heavy investors. I think those that are that high up are probably investors, or even investors, content creators, or sellers. I think those are like the high tier people. Although sellers can kind of, and content creators can kind of go in between everything else. But they're the ones buying cases of boxes, cases of like sleeves, cases of ETBs, and they're willing to buy like even like the crazy vintage stuff that's like maybe like 30K or like 10K. They're willing to go big, right? And they're usually either holding it to invest or in some way making whatever they purchased into more money. Or I guess they would collect too, but in that case it would be like, I buy all this, I collect one, and the rest is like for future investment purposes, right? And of course we have like the cosmic whales. They're just out of the picture. Cosmic whales are people who are they just look in a direction. They're like, I want this, and then they open their mouths. They open their mouths like a basking shark and just breathe, and everything comes in their belly, and they're just like, got it, done. And then we have like, and this is like a side thing. They kind of float in between everything because of they're sellers and content creators in every tier of these purchasers. I don't know what to call them in gacha games. I guess I'll just call them sellers for now. If you guys think of something to call them, but they kind of just buy what they can under value or like at a slight markdown, and then redistribute either in mystery boxes or sell it back to people or whatnot streamers, or just for the content. They don't really care much about the price because no matter what they buy, they're gonna try to turn a profit from it. So they kind of exist outside of the collector space of this stuff. Just something to think about, because when I think about the future, when I buy like a sleeve case or a booster box, I have to think about like who is potentially buying this stuff, and is it easier to sell this stuff, right? Is it going to be easier for me to sell a $1,000 box of Evolving Skies, or is it more likely someone's going to come across me and buy like a sleeve booster for $50, right? I don't know, just interesting to think about. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Just a short little talky talk. I'm still working out the gold card stuff, but we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and peace.